Hello everybody, today I have another Punchout. I've been working on a lot of them lately. This one is completely, just the CPU is not running. Well, it seems to be running, but nothing's happening. The chip selects never, they hit when you first start and then nothing. Half the outputs on a bunch of these chips are just dead. I was probing different gates, and I came to this chip select here. Well, actually, I fell onto, where is it? But I was looking at 3B pins 9, 10, and 8. And it's basically a clock on one of the 138s that at 7D, and I'll show you 3B right over here. So it was pin 8, 9, and 10. So 9 and 10, the inputs, and this is the output. It's always low. So I thought, well, what the heck? That doesn't make any sense. What is pin 10 connected to here? So coming back over to my schematics. Let's see. I've got this gate right here. Pin 10 on this LS00 is dead. Well, why is it dead? I don't know. So I came back here, over here, and it's tied to the OE on all of the EPROMs. And I put the fluke on this earlier, and I couldn't read the EPROMs. They just wouldn't verify properly. The RAM, everywhere, fine, but the EPROMs wouldn't verify. And I took them out, put them in the ROM burner, everything works. So I came back over here and I looked, okay, well, if this is all dead, why? And so this is what drives it all. It comes off of this M request. Pops up here through pin 5. Pin 5 I have a signal. Pin 6 is just floating. So with that floating, none of the EPROMs were getting turned on, and very odd. So I came back over here, and they said, well, that's kind of weird. So this chip right here is the one I'm looking at, and I just took an 04, popped it over top, and then look at my signals again at the OE on the ROMs is at pin 22. So we go 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Now I have a nice signal. I had nothing before. So turn this back off. Turn it back on. Boom. I have a game again. So I'm going to replace that chip and see if it takes care of it. I'll be right back. So I'm back. This is the chip right here. Very interesting. It's an EL. Who's that? Elna? I don't know who that chip manufacturer is, but these are weird looking 04s. I've never seen them until Punchouts. So anyway, that 04 has a bad output. So let's see. My My desoldering iron is still heating up. So I think on most of this is just looking at the schematics, trying to figure out what the heck it's doing, and you know, sometimes you get lucky, and I think this is another one of those where I just happened to put the logic probe in the right spot at the right time. And definitely it's a bad chip. It's not very often where you see, you know, if you see a chip in schematics and a pin and it's floating, there's going to be a reason why. You know, sometimes I've seen buffers where, you know, the whole thing is just kind of sitting there and doing nothing. It's because the buffer isn't enabled, and you can, you know, trace that enable signal down and try to figure out why that's happening or whatever. But in this case, yeah, you got to have that OE signal on the ROM, or it was driving me crazy to look at it. I was like, what? No, why isn't this why isn't anything happening? All right. Well, whoop, I dropped it, so let's put that in here. And not found. Well, we knew there was a bad input or an output. Now we know for sure. Here's the new one I'm putting in. Yep. Well, that's interesting. It's an LS04. Sometimes you got to really stretch to solder these back on. Oops, a little too much solder on that leg. Alright, that looks pretty good. It's kind of interesting, you know, it's always like one gate. It just, or at least lately, you know, sometimes it's a whole chip or the EPROMs get erased or something like that. But this time, that 74 LS04. All right, let's put you up on the monitor and we'll see what we get. Well, let's do that again. Oh, that makes me happy. Let's see what the top screen looks like. Looks good. let's go back to the bottom and test the, we'll coin it up and test that we got voice.
Ladies and gentlemen, Class Joe.
Nice. Fight.
Fight.
All right. Well, another one in the books. Thanks for watching.